Welcome back, Warriors. Hey, in this video today, we're going to talk a little bit about what happens when opportunity knocks and you're not prepared. But we're going to make sure that you are prepared because we're going to deliver to you something that I love. It's called the proven process. And if you follow the proven process, capital P, you get really great outcomes. Enjoy the video.
You guys have heard us preach about the proven process at some point along the line. So we've got our list. We know the impact of what it looks like to have a recruit. Now we got to follow what? The process. So that process starts with your list, right? Again, you're going to pick 6 people. We teach real estate agents what? That they have to have 4 to 5 different lead sources. I'm going to encourage you guys to have 6. And you're probably wondering to yourself, well, what is it going to be? Well, that's where it gets fun. It could be anything you want, really. I mean, if you like new to biz, go for it. PPP, per person productivity. Movable middles, you guys have heard some of these terms. It could be the absolute head turners, the top 50 people in your market. It doesn't matter what the list is, and know everything there is to know about those 6 different avatars. Think of every common objection a new to business agent would have. Think of every common objection somebody in that 6 to 9 unit transaction. If that's your PPP, every single thing that you have so that you're prepared. So when they do ask you an objection or hand you an objection, you know how to what? Clearly articulate the answer. Is that fair? Does that make sense? All right. I'm not asking you to know everything. I'm asking you to know 6 very specific types of people that you want to join your organization. Talk about looking around a corner. Then we want to engage on all of that. I don't know anyone who's smarter than I am. A lot of you in this room. Is that a 1 to 5 ratio or 5 to 1 ratio? I don't know, but you guys get what I'm saying. All right. I want to bring on 1 people. I have to have Shannon, Cole, Shawnee, Jimmy, and Jen's on my list. Shannon, I might realize I won't pick on her. Shawnee, I'll realize I don't want her because she sucks. Cole's gonna be like, dude, not right now. Shannon's gonna be like, yeah, I really want to be a part of this. Jimmy's gonna be like, I'm not quite ready yet, but maybe eventually. And Jen's just like, yeah, I'm probably gonna get out of the business. Like that's sort of like the avatars of those 5, all right? But you have to do what? You gotta kiss a lot of frogs, which means you have to go on a lot of appointments. And that means I have to go on 5 appointments with these guys to pull 1 from them, all right? That's the entire point of this whole deal. So how do we engage with them? So if the goal is 12, Todd Conklin, what is 12 times 5? 60. So now all of a sudden, I have 60 people on my list. These 60 people, you better follow every single one of them on social media. That's first step. That's your nurture. That's your engagement, right? So we're gonna engage with them on social media. We're gonna do what? We're gonna like and we're gonna comment. They're gonna think you're a damn stalker, but it's A-okay because they might not know you today, but in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, they're gonna know who you are, all right? That's the whole darn point. So never, ever, 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 ever forget that. We want them to think you're absolutely everywhere.
Real estate professionals, you and I both know 87% of the licensees don't make it in this business. Don't worry, I don't have anything to sell you here, but what I do wanna do is I wanna impact your life. I wanna change your life. In order for you to be the top of the top, you're gonna need to do some things different. And one of those things is to become part of the Sales Warrior community. Subscribe below, it's free.
Whether you already know them or you're introducing yourself for the first time, Aaron's Jeff Renevere, Coldwell Banker Distinctive Properties. Great to see you. I was in the neighborhood. I thought I'd swing into the open house. Can I ask you, how's the traffic been so far? What did you just do? You went into coach mode, right? You went into coach mode. You want to offer up some of this stuff. So how did you drive traffic? What's it been like? What's been some of the feedback? What are like all of those different things? Hey, listen, I'm just going to run through here really, really quick. And then boom, I'm out of your hair. As you go look at the 3-bed, 4-bath Rambler, whatever, to get a rancher, whatever the case may be, doesn't really matter. Then you're going to go back and be like, I'm going to follow up with you tomorrow. If it's on a Saturday, I'm going to follow up with you on a Monday and just see how the rest of the open house went. In the meantime, I'm going to go back to my team and let them know what I just saw, and maybe they have a buyer. Hopefully we can get something under contract for you really quick. Great, good luck. Walk out the door. Before you leave, you're gonna send them the video. What? I gotta send the video? Guys, you gotta be in their stuff all the time. Hey, Aaron, it's Jeff. So good to see you. So great to meet you. Whichever one it is, right? I really, really hope you have a great open house. This, that, and the other. Personally, I love the kitchen. Personally, I love the master. Personally, I love the backyard, whatever. So you're gonna go through, you're gonna do all that stuff, you're gonna send them the deal. Then either, again, if they're doing it on a Wednesday night, follow up with them on a Thursday. If they did it on a Saturday or on a Sunday, follow up with them on Monday, and guess what? It's not a cold call now. Aaron, it's Jeff. He's gonna be like, holy shit, you actually called, right? Because guess what? There's a good chance his own broker isn't doing it. His own broker may know that he did an open house, but the reality is maybe their marketing department knows that there was an open house. So the nurturing piece, the 6x6 campaign, you're just flipping. It's essentially in a 12-week vacuum. You're gonna connect with them on phone, by phone, twice, with the intentionality of setting the appointment. All right. And why is it 12, or excuse me, twice every 12 weeks? Well, that would equal 8 times a year. You have to ask for the business 8 times in order to get it. Okay. And just so you guys know, 80% of sales are made after the 5th to 12th attempt. Get to 5, y'all. Get to 5. After 12, then you might be able to cut bait and run. You gotta get to 5. You can't give up, all right? 80%. And that's something you should be telling all of your agents as well, all right? So now you're just gonna go through, you're gonna take your entire list. So in this case, Cole, he would be responsible to connect, if we're gonna take 60 divided by 6, 10 people a week. Well, once you start breaking it down, it's a whole hell of a lot less overwhelming, right? How do you eat an elephant 1 bite at a time? Well, if he knows he's gotta connect with 10 people via phone call every single week, that's 2 a day. Wow, things just got really easy, all right? The math is the path, y'all. The math is the path. Then you're calling again, setting the appointments, doing all that stuff. Then you have your co-op calls, obviously. Brad, congratulations. I just want to let you know, Sally is so excited to work with you. I'm obviously here for Sally, but if you need anything along the way, this is my direct line. Please feel free to give me a call. If you're really, really in tune with your production, you would know the date of the inspection. Then all of a sudden I get to call Suede and be like, holy cow, Suede, looks like you guys are through inspection. Sally said you guys grinded through some roof stuff, some siding stuff, some paint chips, whatever the case may be. Good work. Hurry up and wait situation. Let's get it done. Then when it closes, Suede, congrats. Beer's on you. If you need anything, don't hesitate. Can't wait for you to do the next one with us. I didn't ask for anything. Didn't ask for anything. I didn't ask for the appointment. All I was doing was what? Making little deposits, because eventually I'm going to ask him for the appointment. All right. So make sure you guys are following that to the T. And then of course, there's the appointment. None of this matters if we don't get the appointment. And if you don't know what to say, when to say it, or how to say it, you're never going to get the appointment. You're just not. It's not a knock on you. You're just not going to be able to get it done. The more appointments you go on, the higher the probability somebody's going to join you. Okay. Does anybody know what their conversion rate is? How many appointments you go on personally to bring and successfully onboard somebody? So when we help an agent do their business plan, and you can break down how many connections they have to make in a week, in a month, in a day, that will get them X amount of closed deals for the year. How in the world is it that you don't know your own stuff? Okay. You gotta be able to know your own stuff, right? Gotta know. Whether it's 17 and a half appointments equals 1 recruit, well then if you wanna recruit 2 people a month, how many appointments do you have to go on? 35. I'll do the math for you. How many is that a week? 9. Okay. How many is that a day? Almost 2. We don't round down, we round up. So go on 2 appointments every single day. If you wanna hit 2 recruits every single month, that's what you gotta do. If you're an absolute closer and all you gotta do is go on 5, well make sure you get 5 appointments every single week. That's pretty simple. That's 1 a day. That would be 1 on board every single week. Would that make a massive impact within your company? The answer is absolutely yes. So understanding the skill set that you need, understanding the objections that you're gonna be getting. Again, remember, I'm not asking you to know all the objections. I'm asking you to know every objection of the 6 type of agents that you want to bring on. Cool?
All right, you made it to the end. So what'd you think? Proven process. Did you learn the step-by-step? Give me a thumbs up if you did, and make sure you subscribe for more. See you in the next video.